Brands Hatch for the final round of the British Superbike Championship. Most definitely our most important race meeting to date for the Seton Tuning team. We're desperately hopeful that Ben is going to be able to wrap up the championship. We come in here with Ben leading, but level on points and leading on a number of race wins. So essentially the season started with 60 people in the Superstock 600 Championship, and to date 57 of them have managed to lose that championship. So this weekend, and this race more importantly, there is only 3 people that count. So out of those 3 we're really hopeful that we're going to come top of the pile, and we've been putting everything into Ben this weekend, setup wise, to help him achieve his full potential.
This is a good track, so I've had some good success here. I've had a few sort of hard race meetings as well, so I think tomorrow it's going to be another good one, and we push forward for the last race here in the UK. Yesterday here at Brands Hatch we had practice in the morning, qualifying in the afternoon. I came away from the first qualifying session a little bit disappointed. First part of the qualifier I was caught behind a few guys, but the bike felt really good, so we came in, got a little bit more fuel so I could finish the session off, and then pushed a bit harder, but I was starting to outride it. So I 7th position on the grid, which wasn't too bad. It's still in the top 2 rows where you need to be, but I knew I could improve for today. Went out in the session today and sort of just had a 35-minute session, so I knew I could just work my way in and just slowly push harder and harder, and that's what I did. It was sort of every single lap I was just consistently going that little bit faster, and I put it on 4th place on the grid for tomorrow. So really happy with that. I know that's probably, thinking about it now, is the best position I can be. I can be on the inside of turn 1, nobody can come up the inside of me, and it's a pretty safe place to be. So looking forward to a good start tomorrow and running with the guys.
Ben's not our only rider who's racing in the Superstock 600 Championship. Mark Wilkinson and Bjorn Esman are also riding for us. We're really hopeful that tomorrow that they can do something to maybe help Ben out a little bit. They've both qualified reasonably well. Bjorn is 1 row behind Ben, and should be able to work his way through and maybe have a bearing on things. Mark is a little bit further back, but he's always been a strong racer, more than a qualifier. So I'm confident that he'll work his way through the pack as well, and should be a good end to the season for the whole Seton Tuning team.
It's been a lot tougher than I expected. Obviously coming into the season I had goals and whatnot to try and achieve, and it's been a lot tougher than I expected to achieve those goals, but I think I've made pretty steady progress throughout the year, and starting to improve. I'm pretty happy with it, yeah.
The final round is going to be a tricky one, because we've got I've got a teammate that's about to, well, I believe will bring home the championship, and I suppose any racer wants to go out and win. I'd love to go out and win. Realistic expectation, I'll be happy with the top 5. Really want to hunt down that podium. I believe I can, and hopefully in the process help Ben Burke bring the championship home.
Graham is a very professional rider. He's undoubtedly one of the most prestigious talents that we have in the UK. We've been really complimented by the fact that he's decided to step out of retirement and come and ride our bike. He seems to be really enjoying it. It's a different entity riding a 600 to the large, cumbersome superbikes that he has been riding for the last 2 seasons. So he's doing a really good job of changing his style and working towards getting the bike to respond in the way that he needs it to. So there's a lot of effort which has been put in by the whole Seton Tuning team. Many hours have been put into setting the bike up how he needs it, and obviously a lot of effort from Graham. So overall, it's been a very promising start to his time with us, and we're hoping that tomorrow he's going to have a very good race in Supersport and finish with the bike, hopefully on the podium where it deserves to be.
Yeah, the team has been brilliant. You know, it's been a real breath of fresh air coming into Seton race, and you know, we have a good time, but at the same time very serious when we need to be, and yeah, it's just a nice, relaxed, friendly atmosphere and a real family team. So yeah, it's been really good and really exciting to work with the team. The plan is tomorrow get a good start, and we're obviously a roll back, so we're going to have to get a good start. gets stuck in the first few laps. It's a longer race tomorrow, and I'm hoping this will play into our hands, because the bike's really good on tyres, and even if the tyre does go, I don't mind that feeling. So if we can be there or thereabouts by the near the end of the race, I'm pretty sure we can get a good result and hopefully put the bike on the Seton bike on the podium.
Today we didn't get the best of start, so I got off to a good start, but then I got jammed out in the start with the arm co coming toward me. I sort of had to back out of it and sort of take fourth in the first turn. After that, they got a bit of a gap on us at the front, so I was working hard, sort of making that gap back up, and then the safety car came out, so which it benefited me quite a lot. I was right back on the back of the pack, and once the safety car back came in, I started moving my way forward. I sort of got third in the first turn here, and then I was chasing Jackson down for the lead in the championship win. So I was right on his tail and feeling comfortable.
So Bert there on the red and white Seton Tuning Yamaha tried to make a move, and it forces Collier into submission. Now we've got the battle at the front. Each of them on 174 points. Bert runs second, Jackson leads it. And there they are, Jackson, Bert, Collier, Hastings, Wilts, Quickroy, Estimate. Beginning to close the gap here. This is brilliant, this. So now, can Ben Burke do anything about getting Phil Seton's Yamaha back on terms here? Running as hard as he can there.
Well, he's fighting for the championship, yeah.
It certainly is.
He's a little scrapper as well as Ben Burke, you know. He is somebody who's prepared to have a go to it.
23-year-old from Orange in New South Wales.
Oh, he's gone in there a bit.
He has gone in hot.
He's gone up the track.
Oh, has he gone up?
I think he's
ran
ran
the gears.
Yeah, ran a bit hot. Had to slow it down to not go off the track, and then had to change down a gear.
The side Burke's in trouble in the background.
I think he might be mechanical. I think he might be right. I think why he might have gone wide is because there is an issue. Yeah, you did right.
Oh, the Seton Tuning Yamaha retires to the shadows on the outside of the sheet curb.
But unfortunately, it wasn't with us. So I had a motor blow up first time in 2 years, and it just wasn't meant to be. So I took second in the championship, and I'm still happy with that. I've had a great season. Still happy with the championship. I've got second. My aim was to be in the top 3 this year, and I've done it. It would have been a bonus if I won the championship, but it didn't happen. So all credit to the team. They've done everything they could for me this year, and we almost did it. But we're going to take second and still party with that.
Today, Sunday, was a lot better at Brands today. Got a lot better start, which has been a big problem in the 2 rounds that I've done. So that made a big difference. At the end of the day, it's good. I did the best I could do. I've still got a lot to learn again on the 600. I'm still riding it like a superbike, so I definitely need more time on the 600. But the team's been brilliant. We've worked really hard in the short time we've had on the bike. We've only had Silverstone and Brands, so I think we've achieved, in a short spell, we've achieved a lot. And I've got to keep in mind that everybody else in the championship's been on the bikes all year and have raced here in the summer, so it's we had a lot to learn this weekend.
It's been the culmination of 2 years' work for the team and for Ben to get to this final round. Unfortunately, things just didn't go our way. We were really hopeful that we were going to take home the championship, but we ended up taking second. It's a real shame the way things work out sometimes. An engine failure robbed us. I'm really gutted for Ben. He's worked so hard this year. He's been a credit to himself, to the team, all of the sponsors and everybody else who's involved. It's been a pleasure to work with him. So thank you very much, Ben. Hopefully we'll get another chance to work with you again in the future. The final part of the year with Raymond Skelton stepping in at Assen, getting us a great result, and Graham now stepping in and getting us 2 great results consecutively. We've had a good end to the season in Supersport, and although it's disappointing in Superstock, it's still really a fantastic climax for us. So yeah, it's been really good. I'm hopeful that we can continue in this vein and look to the future.